and very happy to be here. Soy feliz de estar aquí con todos ustedes. Yo soy originalmente de Nogales, Sonora. Nací en Nogales, Sonora, allá fuera Buenos Aires. I lived in Nogales, Sonora, and then in Nogales, Arizona, and Rio Rico. So very grateful to be back here, and very grateful for the Gear Up program. For those who are doing. So I'm really excited to have all of you here. It makes me so happy to see all the parents supporting the children. Me gusta ver a los papás apoyando a los hijos. Me encanta verlos aquí. Se los agradezco. Pero, like, antes de empezar, before we get started with my presentation, I kind of want to do something to get the blood flowing a little bit. It's something called brain games. So, los quiero dar un jueguito para que circule la sangre poquito. Se llaman juegos del cerebro. You're going to need your hands for this. So, I'm going to put a little bit of music, and then you're just going to follow my lead, okay? Are you ready? I see you're ready over here. Yeah, give me a second here. I'm going to put some music. So, follow my lead here. Here we go. All right, excellent. All right, here we go. So first thing we're gonna do, you're gonna put your hands out like this, and then we're gonna go like this. Excellent, you're doing great. Every time I go to a high school, they're like, John Cena, you can't see me. You're doing great. All right, and stop. All right, great. You did great, and I'm glad you did great because that's a 3-year-old brain game. I'd be a little bit concerned if you didn't get that one right, but let's make it a little bit more challenging. Next one is put your finger out like this with your thumb like this, and put your thumb up like this. And then on the count of three, I want you to switch. 1, 2, 3, and switch. Switch. You can do it one at a time. I know it's a little challenging. Excellent, excellent. All right, good, 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 good. All right, good job, good job. All right, last one. Last one is put your hand on your ear, and then on your nose, and then cross them. And then on the count of three, I want you to switch. 1, 2, 3, and switch. 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 Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, all right. Good stuff, good stuff. Thank playful. Thank you for being willing to play a little bit. I appreciate that. So, with that being said, I want to talk a little bit about today's presentation, which is in regards to goals. Goal achievement is something that has changed my life tremendously. But before that, I really didn't have any goals. You see, before I had a lot of struggles with my life. And when I got out of high school, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. And I was stuck and felt like, what do I do? And then I told my parents, I said, I'm going to be a dentist. And they were very happy, but I really didn't want to be a dentist. But I wanted to make my parents happy, so I decided to go to college to be a dentist, but I didn't like it. And unfortunately, it didn't go so well for me when I was going to college. And then I said to myself, you know what, I'm going to leave college for a little bit, and then I'm going to just get a job. And I did get a job, but I got jobs that I really didn't like. And let me just show you here. Oh, sorry about that. Let's see here. There we go. Yeah, it's a little. This picture's a little graphic. I told my son, hey, because he helped me out with my presentations. I told him, hey man, can you give me like a picture of somebody that just liked their job? And he ended up getting me this. So I blame it on my son. Okay, so he tried. He's 11. He's trying. But I was really unhappy with my life. I just didn't like my job. I was unhappy, and a lot of the times that a big struggle that I had was I was always comparing myself to a lot of people when I was growing up. I was always comparing myself to people who were lawyers, doctors, engineers, surgeons, and I felt like a complete failure because I only had a high school diploma and I felt like I didn't amount to anything. And that was really difficult for me to see everybody succeeding, and I wouldn't even want to go to family gatherings because I was just so ashamed of myself and because I didn't do anything with my life. And so for me, because of this, I ended up having a lot of struggles in my life with depression, with anxiety, just not knowing where I was going with my life. And unfortunately, because of that, I ended up drinking alcohol. I started to take pills while I was drinking alcohol, smoking marijuana. I was doing drugs to make me feel better, to cope with my pain because I wasn't happy with myself. Another thing that I was doing was I was eating a lot of unhealthy foods to make me feel better because whenever I was feeling down or whenever I was feeling empty inside, food was my comfort. It would make me feel better. And now I was weighing 265 pounds and was even more depressed because of my physique. And this was a picture of me back in 2011. And right now I'm cacheton, but before I was really cacheton. Like my family would be like, "Hey, cachetas de albóndiga." It's b-ball cheeks, in case anyone doesn't know what that means. But I was really unhappy with myself. And because of that, I struggled a lot and I just didn't know in what direction I wanted to go. So for me, what changed my life was when I found out that I was going to be a dad. Like I told myself, man, if I don't take care of myself, who's going to take care of my son? So I immediately got on a diet. I started exercising. I lost weight. I felt better about myself, but I was still struggling with my mind. I was still having a lot of challenges with my mind, and I was also still having a lot of challenges with what I wanted to do with my life. I didn't know where I was going with my life. And I would tell myself, I would ask myself this question a lot is there has got to be more to this life than what I'm doing right now. Like this cannot be it. Like raise your hand if you ever felt that way or you feel that way right now, that there's gotta be more to this life than what I'm doing right now. Raise your hand. Thank you. Thank you for your honesty. I appreciate you for the people that put up their hands. That's how I felt. And then I remember one time I was listening to this motivational audio by this great motivational speaker by the name of Les Brown. And he said something that really caught my attention. He said, many people will leave the universe without a trace. And under their name, you can put not used up. And I said, man, that's me. I have not been used up. I know that I was meant for more. I know that I can do more, but I just didn't know how to get started. And so when I listened to these audios, they really inspired me a lot. And then I just kept listening to these audios and I found something, a secret that a lot of successful people know. And it's not even that big of a secret, but I didn't know about it because when I was growing up, I didn't really know about anything when it came to like personal development or working on myself. And I discovered something called goals. I never knew about goals. I never had any relatives that talked about goals, never told me, hey, you can achieve your goals. And there was a study done at Harvard that talked about goals. And as you can see right here, it says that 87% of people have no goals, 10% of people have goals in their mind, and only 3% of people have written goals. So if I were to ask you, who do you think out of these people right here are the most successful? The 3, 10, or 87%? Three, exactly, yeah. So the 3%, they are the most successful. And I said, okay, so there's something here that I don't know about. And so I discovered the writing of goals, writing goals. And I remember this one guy, Bob Proctor, he said, write down your goals and then read them throughout the day, at night before you go to bed. And at first I was thinking, man, this is kind of crazy. Like, why would I read my goals? So, but I said, this guy, he's successful, so he's maybe doing something right. And like Tony Robbins says, success leaves clues. Do something that somebody successful is doing, and you'll be successful as well. And so then I wrote down my goals. I started writing down my goals, and I'll give you an example of one of the goals that I've been wanting to do for a very long time, ever since I was 12 years old, which was stand-up comedy. So I wrote down the goal that I wanted to be a comedian, and then I wrote it down in the goal card, and I wrote down that I wanted to be a comedian, and then in return for that goal, I was going to do something about it. He said, "You can attain your goal, but you also have to do something. You can't just say, hey, I want to be a comedian and then do nothing. You got to do something for it." So then I wrote it down, and then yeah, I then started doing stand-up comedy. At the beginning, I'll be honest, I wasn't very good. I was actually really bad. I remember this one time I was at a comedy club, and there was this sweet old lady in the front. She was eating, and she looked up and she went, I said, man, what a sweet old lady, but so mean too. So yeah, but I was telling myself, I gotta improve my comedy skills. And so then somebody talked to me about public speaking. So then I decided to do public speaking. I joined public speaking. I got better as a comedian. The old lady wasn't shaking her head anymore. But then I fell in love with motivational speaking. And that's when I started to do motivational speaking. And then I started to speak for free at middle schools, high schools, just trying to motivate the kids, the young kids, to motivate them. And eventually I started getting paid for it. And then I said, okay, so I can make money off of this. Wow. And it was because I wrote this goal down. I wrote it down. And then later on, I said, I want to do a TED Talk. And then I did a TED Talk a few years ago, but I wrote it down. I wrote down the goal that I wanted to do a TED Talk. And I kept writing these goals of wanting to be a life coach, owning my own business. And then After that, I started a radio show back in 2020 when COVID was happening, and then they've been still running the radio show. And then after that, I started to write some books, and I've written 4 books that have been number one on Amazon. And the reason why I show you this is not to impress you, but to impress upon you the power of goal setting. When you set your goals on something that you desire, that you can attain it. So for anybody that's watching this, like it can happen to you, especially the youth. Like I mean, I love speaking to the youth because I know that you guys are really like dreamers. You guys want more. You guys want to do something with your life, but sometimes we don't know where we're going in life, and we get stuck, unfortunately. But we got to write our goals down. So the only moment that we can create the future, our goals, is in the present moment. And guess what? We're in the present moment right now. So right now, what I want us to do right now is I want us to have you guys like talk to the person right next to you. Could be your parent, it could be a cousin or a sister, or anybody. But I want everybody to just right now talk about what is a goal that you would like to attain in the next year or the next 3 years. What is something that you would like to attain? And I want you to tell them what it is that you want to attain and then what you're going to do for that goal. Okay? All right. So take a few minutes to talk to the person right next to you and talk about what is the goal that you want to attain. Okay? All right. Take a moment. Let's go. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. It's getting a little hot. Hello. I was wondering, do you guys have like some cold waters I could get? Yeah, because it got a little bit hot with everybody sitting in here. Oh my god. All right, excellent, excellent. I love everybody chatting about their goals, what they want to attain. Excellent. I love it, love it, love it. Cool. So real quick, I want to ask, who would like to share like what they came up with, like a goal that they just talked about right now? Would anybody like to share? Yes. You want to drive? Excellent, excellent. Love it, love it. Good stuff. Here you go. This for you. Love it, love it. Who else? Who else wants to attain? Yeah. To what? Learn how to cook? Excellent. Learn how to cook. Yeah, let's be independent. I love it. Yes. Aprender inglés, mira. Pues aquí te voy a dar un libro aquí, mira. Esto. Ah, ya. Diseñador gráfico. Perfecto. ¿Se lo pasa ahí, por favor? Can you pass it over there? Excellent, excellent. Yes. Right here. Oh, I love it. Build an artist. Oh yeah. Build some houses. Architect. Excellent. I love it. Yeah. High school what? Credits. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. I love it. I'm gonna get you. I don't have a book here, but I'm gonna get you some bracelets here. You go, my man. All right. How about you in the back? What was that again? Ah, aprender inglés. Esto. Perfecto. Perfecto. Muy bien. Te lo voy. Ahí te va. Oh, ya casi. Ya casi. Perfecto. Okay. Little man right here. I saw you. Put your hand up. What's up, dude? What are you gonna do? Homework. Yes. You got to talk to my kids. Excellent. Here you go. Man, I'm going to take you home to talk to my kids because they got to do their homework too. So thank you. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you for sharing your goals. I appreciate you for that. And it's beautiful to be able to talk about our goals. Está muy bonito de poder platicar de nuestras metas. Es muy importante tener una meta, de lograr esa meta y escribir la meta. Write down the goal that you want to attain. I'm telling you, if you write it down and you read it every day, it's crazy how like you start to attain these goals. Cuando escriben sus metas, las metas que quieren lograr, es increíble las posibilidades que puede pasar para uno. Y es muy importante, como les digo, de siempre soñar. It's important for you to dream. It's important for us to dream. Make sure that we're dreaming all the time. And it doesn't matter how old you are. Like I have a client who's 61 years old, starting his goal again as a life coach. He was working as a janitor and he said, you know what? I want to be a life coach. Yeah, why not? 61 years old. It doesn't matter how old you are. You could be 30, 40, 50, 60. My client, 61 years old. There's another client that she's in her 50s and she's doing bodybuilding. She said, I'm going to be a bodybuilder. Why not? Go for it. You know, it's never too late. Okay, nunca es muy tarde para empezar sus metas. Eso de edad es una excusa. Lo pueden lograr. Okay? So now, now that we have our goals, I want to give you a few tips from my book, Do It Now Secrets to Overcome Procrastination, so that you can make sure that you do your work, that you actually take action. So I want to share just a few tips with you. The first one is called three before bed. So three before bed is a very simple yet powerful technique that I use in regards to my goals. So every night before I go to bed, for the last 5 minutes before I go to bed, I write down three tasks that I need to do the next day. So antes de dormirme, escribo tres metas que quiero lograr el próximo día y lo pongo enseguida de mi cama con una tarjeta de 3x5 para asegurarme que estoy listo para el siguiente día, de qué es lo que voy a tomar, qué acciones voy a tomar. Okay? So very simple. Just before bed, write down three tasks that you want to accomplish. Okay? And then the next one is the 25-5 rule, el 25-5. So 25-5 rule is where you focus on a task for 25 minutes, and then for 5 minutes you take a break. But for those 25 minutes, you want to stay laser focused. You want to make sure that you put away any distractions that might be getting in the way. And then for those 5 minutes, sometimes I'll go for a walk, I'll do some push-ups or whatever, just like a workout, or maybe scroll on my phone. And then I go back into 25 minutes of working and then 5 minutes of break. And then I do this a few times, as many times as I possibly can. I have a client who owns a business, but because he has ADHD, he can only focus for 15 minutes. So he does 15 minutes and he owns a business. So it doesn't matter if he has ADHD or not, he can still own a business. So, even that's the thing. A lot of people think, well, I have something that will stop me. No, that guy has had a business for years and he can only focus for 15 minutes. I have another client who's younger, he's about 18, and he can only focus for 5 minutes. He also has ADHD. And I said, hey, man, well, just stay focused for 5 minutes. And so maybe what's your number? Like, is it 10 minutes? Is it 15 minutes? Is it 20 minutes? 25 minutes? I've had people that do it for an hour. Whatever you can do, just do it. And another thing is make sure that you put your phone away. So phone is very distracting. I think phone is killing more dreams than fear now because the phone is very addictive. Right now, they're talking about how people are spending about 4 hours a day on their phone. And now, if you spend 4 hours a day on your phone, over the span of a lifetime of 75 years, it's as if you would have spent 13 years, 24/7 on your phone. Isn't that wild? 13 years of your life on your phone if you spend about 4 hours a day on your phone. And I've heard some people tell me that, no, I spend about 8. So we're talking 26 years of your life. And then, you sleep for 20 years. And then I'm not going to get into it, but just imagine how much of your life is being taken up by your phone? And don't get me wrong, sometimes I get caught up scrolling, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh my God, earthquake, the world's gonna end. Oh my God, or oh, I can't believe they did. No, don't get caught up in that stuff. Let's do the goals. And then a final tip that I want to share with you from the Do It Now Secrets to Overcome Procrastination is called Do It Now. So basically, in the moment when you're about to procrastinate, you just tell yourself, do it now, do it now, hazlo ya, hazlo ya. Cuando quieres esa tentación de no hacerlo, dite, hazlo ya, hazlo ya. And then take immediate action. Because usually when people get started on their goals, 75% of people usually get the work done, but they get started. The hardest thing is just getting started because you're just like, oh no, kid, like this is so boring. I don't want to do this. We get lazy. So making sure that we just say, do it now, take action. Okay. All right. And then let me see here. Okay, so next thing I want to talk about is energy. Energy is extremely important when it comes to attaining our goals, and then also in regards to procrastination. If we don't have energy, we'll procrastinate and we won't take action towards our goals. So there are three things that either give us energy or drain our energy. And one of the things, hay tres cosas que nos dan energía o que nos quita energía. Y la primera es nuestros hábitos, habits. Habits either give us energy or drain our energy. So habits, we could start to adapt to like having healthy habits. So right now, I want to ask you a question. What is a unhealthy habit that you would like to eliminate in your life, and what is a good habit that you would like to implement in your life? Okay, so take a few minutes to talk to the person right next to you and talk to each other about what is a good habit that you would like to implement into your life. What is an unhealthy habit that you would like to eliminate? Okay, take a few minutes. Let's go. They're gonna do some art. Nice. Yeah. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Thanks for your help, man. I appreciate you. It's for you, brother. Yeah. All right. Excellent. Perfecto. Okay. So les quiero preguntar, a ver, platíqueme un poquito, ¿qué es un buen hábito, or what is a good habit that you would like to implement into your life, and what is an unhealthy habit that you would like to eliminate? ¿Qué es un hábito bueno que quieren tener en su vida y un hábito malo que quieren eliminar? ¿Quién quisiera compartir? Yeah, in the back. What was that? Be more determined, more disciplined type? Okay, excellent. Can you guys pass that? Can I throw it? Let me see if you can get it. I know it. Oh, my bad. Oh, sorry. Bad throw. Man, I wasn't in football. My bad. More organized? Okay, here you go. Oh my God, yeah, definitely not football. Yeah. Yes. Focus on time management. I love it. Here you go. Ah, I got that one. Yeah. Huh? Exercise? Attaboy. Love it. Love it. Good stuff. Here you go. How about you? Huh? More responsible? Yes, I love it. Yeah. Focusing. Attaboy. Here we go. Anybody? Yeah. Does- Okay, okay. Let's try that. Maybe that 25-5 rule. What do you think is an amount of time that you could focus for? It's okay if it's 5, 10 minutes. Doesn't matter. 30 minutes. All right. You're gonna keep your word, right? All right. Yeah. Read books. Yes. I love it. Love it. Yeah. Be more organized? Okay, excellent. Yes. Let's be more organized. Absolutely. I try to be organized. Sometimes I can't. Yeah, here you go. Yeah. What is it? Okay, better handwriting. I love it. Yeah. I have terrible handwriting, but I try. Yeah. Be more attentive. Oh, I love that one. That's a good one. Yeah. Yeah. Finish work on time. Yeah, I love it. Excellent. Thank you for sharing. All the young ones. I love it. Yeah, give them a round of applause. I love it. Good stuff. Yeah. That is awesome. Good job, guys. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, thank you for sharing. I appreciate you for that. So the next one that can either give us energy or drain our energy is people. So people can drain your energy. I got family and friends. Sometimes they drain my energy. You know, there's some energy vampires out there. They'll drain the energy out of you. You know, and it's important that we're very just cautious of who we're giving too much of our time to, you know? And it's important that we either set a boundary with these people or maybe just limit our time with them. Sometimes I've had to limit some time with some people that are just haven't been good for me. And because it's really important that the people that you surround yourself with are motivating you, inspiring you. I mean, this room here, I love seeing all the support. Me encanta ver todo este apoyo de los papás, honestamente. Me gusta mucho cuando veo a los papás que están aquí por los hijos. Y honestamente, like right now, this is like you guys are like in the 1% because how many people are here? Like compared to how many people are in the community. You know what I mean? This is probably 1% of the people in here. So I want to congratulate you for being here for your kids. I love this. So be around people like this that support you, that want more in life. It's important that we surround ourselves with those people because all it takes is just one negative person. You know, just like that one rotten apple that can spoil the whole batch, one negative person can ruin your whole life. So be very mindful of who you're hanging out with because who you hang out with is who you become. For me, when I was hanging out with those people that were drinking alcohol, doing drugs, I was doing the exact same thing. Just those 5 people that were doing drugs and alcohol, I was number 6 because of those people that I was hanging out with. And now, I mean, I'm surrounding myself with positive people, people that encourage me, people that motivate me, people that inspire me, people that are doing good, people that are helping me be a better human being. That's what I love about good people, just being around those people that help me be better. So think about those people that you're hanging out with and who do you need to limit your time with, and then also who do you need to kind of like set a boundary with. And I'm not going to ask what, like, what you guys think about. It's a little personal, but think about who you're hanging out with, okay? And then the last one is our thoughts. Our thoughts can drain our energy or give us energy. And I don't know if you knew this, but we think 50 to 70,000 thoughts a day. That's 3,000 thoughts an hour. I remember I was having a session with one of my clients who's a woman, and she said, "For women, I believe it, but for men, I don't think so." And I'm like, "Man, that's mean." And then 2 weeks later, I was having a session with one of my clients who's a man, and I was like, "Hey, man, so when you're alone, what are you thinking about?" "Nothing." I guess she made her point, but I was like, "Man, that's mean." But think about it: 50 to 70,000 thoughts a day. What kind of thoughts are going through your mind? You know, your thoughts are very powerful. Your thoughts, they create who you become because you become what you think about. You know, your mind, just think about your mind just like a land. In the land, if you plant a seed of apples, it will give you apples, which is good for you. But if you plant a seed of nightshade, which is venom, it will give you venom. The land doesn't care what you planted, it will return venom, just like it will apples. That's how your mind works. You plant a seed of positivity, you'll be positive. You plant a seed of negativity, you'll be negative. What seeds are you planting in your mind? Another question I want to ask you is what seeds are other people planting in your mind? Because not only do you become what you think about, but sometimes you become what other people tell you. Maybe one day somebody told you you're not good enough, or you're dumb, or you're ugly, or something negative, and then you accepted that. And once you accepted that, that became your reality. Don't allow someone's opinion of you become your reality. The only true opinion of you that matters is your own. So be kind to yourself. Be nice to yourself. Tell yourself good things. Your words have a lot of power, and this is how your words work. Your words, they turn into a thought. That thought creates the way you feel. That feeling creates the action you take. That action creates the result that you get. If you get a negative result, what kind of thought are you going to have next? Positive or negative? Negative, yeah. Negative thought, negative feeling, negative action, negative result. It's a vicious cycle of negative thinking. You become what you think about. What are you thinking about? So I want to ask everybody right now, what is one thing that you keep telling yourself? What is one negative phrase that you keep telling yourself? And what are you going to change that phrase to? It could be something like, I am not good enough. Change it to, I am good enough. Change that simple. Okay. So right now, I want you to take a moment to talk to the person right next to you. What is one negative phrase that you tell yourself? Una frase negativa que te dices tú a diario. ¿Y cómo la vas a cambiar? Como si te dices, no soy suficiente, cámbiala, así soy suficiente. Change the phrase, okay? So take a minute to just talk about what is the negative phrase you tell yourself and how are you going to change it. ¿Cómo lo van a cambiar, okay? Tomen un minuto. Ah. No, no, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. That's perfect. Thank you, Nat. Yeah. All right. Excellent. Perfecto. Perfecto. Okay. Okay. So les quiero preguntar. I want to ask you, what did you come up with? What is something negative that you tell yourself, and what did you change it to in the back? Okay, and what are you going to change that to, sir? I love it. Excellent, excellent. All right, excellent. I love it, love it. Thank you, sir. Here you go. Here you go. Ah. All right, anybody? Yes, young lady over here. Excuse me, sorry about that. I'm gonna get by you guys. Yes. What was that? That what? That I'm not good enough. Okay, so what are you gonna change it to? That I am good enough. You are good enough. Yes, I love it. Yes, awesome. You are good enough. You're absolutely good enough. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. The what? Your work is enough. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. Yes.
I will fail at this.
Okay, so what are you gonna change that to?
I will be able to do this.
I will be able to do this. Yes. She said, I will be able to fail. I will fail at this. And she'll change it to, I will be able to do it. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. Yeah. And over here. What you got? Yes, I cannot do it. I can do it. Absolutely. Yes, you can. I love it. Good stuff. Anybody else? Yeah. Uh huh. You are strong enough. You're a warrior, man. I love it. Here you go. Good stuff. Anybody? Yeah. ¿Qué van a pensar de mí? Dices. Ok. ¿Y qué- Exactamente. Perfecto. Perfecto. Muy bien. Gracias por compartir. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate you. Yeah. And I also want to say just thank you for being so willing to participate in something that, yeah, sometimes at times where it's a little hard to share this with people, and to share this in the room. I want you to just see how powerful it is that everybody has a challenge in their life. And it doesn't matter how old you are. Like we all struggle. We all have challenges. I mean, I struggle sometimes from day. I'm not perfect. I'm not here to tell you that I got it all figured out because I don't. I struggle sometimes too, but these tools have helped me out tremendously. My thoughts, the way that I think about myself. Sometimes I feel like I'm not good enough. Sometimes I feel like I'm not good enough to do this. But then I have people, mentors. I have people that motivate me. I motivate myself. I tell myself good things. I try to treat myself like I would treat a good friend. That's how you should treat yourself. Treat yourself like you would treat a good friend because you deserve it. Because we're so good when it comes to being like, hey, we're there for our friends. Oh, it's okay. You're gonna be all right. You are good enough. But then when it comes to us, we don't do that. We must do that. We must treat ourselves nice. Be nice to yourself. You deserve it. You're worthy of it. Okay. And just remember, when you change your story, you change your life. Because as soon as you say, I can't do it, you're not even going to try it. Change it to it's possible or I can do it. And now you'll at least take the action. Because once you say, I can't, you're done. Because he who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right. So what are you telling yourself? That you can't or that you can? There's only one letter away from doing it, and you can do it. Okay? And with that being said, I also want to say one more thing for the parents right now, with who you're with your child right now. I want you to right now look at your child right now, and I want you to tell them that you believe in them and that you love them. Okay, quiero que tomen un momento para que le digan a su hijo, a su hija, que le digan, yo creo en ti y te amo. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Háganlo. Come on, parents. Come on. I know. Excellent. I love it. I love it. Perfect. Excellent. I love it. I'm feeling the love. I'm feeling the love. Excellent. All right. Okay, perfect. All right. So I know sometimes maybe I might be a little bit awkward or maybe a lo mejor no están acostumbrados a decirse eso, pero es muy importante que nuestros hijos escuchen qué tanto los amamos y qué tan orgullosos estamos de él. Because yeah, we show it with providing for them, giving them food and all this stuff, a roof over their head, but they also need that emotional support. They need those words of affirmation. I know that I needed those words of affirmation. I didn't get them. My parents, they did provide like a roof over my head and, food, but I never really got that like, hey, son, I believe in you. Hey, son, I love you. Hey, you're handsome. Hey, I'm proud of you. We need those words of affirmation, and we need it from our parents. Our parents, the ones that we look up to the most. So I appreciate you for being willing to do that. Maybe some of you felt uncomfortable. I don't know. A lo mejor se sintieron unos cuantos incómodos, pero se los agradezco por hacerlo, porque eso es muy valiente de usted hacerlo. That's very courageous of you to do that, to say to your kid that you love them and that you believe in them. Because these kids, they're the future of this community. And we want to help them, we want to encourage them, we want to motivate them, we want to love them and show them that we're here for them and that we're proud of them, that we believe in them and that they can do it and that they're worthy. And I just want to say thank you to all the parents, thank you to everybody here, and I believe in each and every one of you. And I have so much respect and love for all of you today. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. So, and one more thing. I do have a QR code here, and actually I have some QR codes here that maybe we can pass out. If you fill this out, if you fill it out and just give me some feedback, what you thought about the speech, you will get a copy of a free ebook of my book, Morning Warrior Secrets, okay? So I'm just gonna pass a few of these out. If you guys could just pass them out, or if you can scan that barcode, I would really appreciate it, okay? Here we go. All right, let me see. Uh, you could just like scan it. See, if you guys could just scan it yeah, and then just pass it down, please, okay? Thank you. I appreciate you all for being here. Or you can scan the one here on top of here at the on the TV. This was a great turnout, man. Wow. Yeah.
Are you going to take a minute for questions or are you
Yeah.
going to wrap up?
Yeah. I can.
Maybe like 5 minutes or so?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Over here.
Okay. Yeah. 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 We can do it. Oh yeah. Thank you. Muchas gracias.
Sí, Andrés. There's not going to be anything else here, Maya?
No,
No.
after this we're moving to the other room.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.